When in the course of human events, it becomes necessary for one person to dissolve the political bands which have connected them with another, and to assume among the powers of the earth the separate and equal station to which the laws of nature and of nature's God entitle them, a decent respect to the opinions of mankind requires that they should declare the causes which impel them to the separation. We hold these truths to be self-evident, that all men are created equal, that they are endowed by their Creator with certain unalienable rights, that among these are life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. That to secure these rights, governments are instituted among men, deriving their just powers from the consent of the governed. Hello, and welcome to another episode of Snail Mail with Smokey. I'm Smokey. I hope you're having a fantastic day wherever you're at. Those are the words that framed the United States of America. Introduced on July 4th, 1776. Now, as you all know, yesterday was July 4th, and here in America, we celebrated Independence Day. So I thought it was fitting to share with you some U.S. stamps in this episode of Snail Mail with Smokey, but not just any U.S. stamps. I wanted to share with you this very special souvenir sheet. Now, these stamps were released on May 29th, 1976. This souvenir sheet, along with several other souvenir sheets, were issued by the United States Postal Service as part of the American Bicentennial Series, which celebrated the 200th anniversary of the signing of the Declaration of Independence on July 4th, 1776. The design of the stamps are a reproduction of a painting from John Trumbull. This souvenir sheet contains 5 stamps. Each stamp has a value of 18 U.S. cents. Now, featured on the first stamp are John Adams, Roger Sherman, and Robert R. Livingston. John Adams was an American statesman, attorney, diplomat, writer, and founding father who served as the first vice president of the United States under President George Washington and the second president of the United States from 1797 to 1801. Roger Sherman was an early American statesman, lawyer, and a founding father of the United States. He is the only person to sign all 4 great state papers of the United States, which include the Continental Association, the Declaration of Independence, the Articles of Confederation, and the United States Constitution. He also signed the 1774 Petition to the King. After the ratification of the Constitution, Sherman represented Connecticut in the United States House of Representatives from 1789 to 1791, and then he served in the United States Senate from 1791 until his death in 1793. Robert Livingston was an American lawyer, politician, and diplomat from New York, as well as the founding father of the United States. He's known as the Chancellor, after the high New York State legal office that he held for 25 years. He was a member of the Committee of 5 that drafted the Declaration of Independence, along with Thomas Jefferson, Benjamin Franklin, John Adams, and Roger Sherman. Livingston administered the oath of office to George Washington when he assumed the presidency on April 30th, 1789. The second stamp of this souvenir sheet features Thomas Jefferson and Benjamin Franklin. Thomas Jefferson was an American statesman, diplomat, lawyer, architect, philosopher, and founding father who served as the 3rd president of the United States from 1801 to 1809. He was the primary author of the Declaration of Independence, and following the American Revolutionary War and prior to becoming president in 1801, Jefferson was the nation's first U.S. Secretary of State under President George Washington, and then the nation's second vice president under President John Adams. Benjamin Franklin was a leading writer, scientist, inventor, statesman, diplomat, printer, publisher, and political philosopher. Among the most influential of his time, Franklin was one of the founding fathers of the United States, a drafter and signer of the Declaration of Independence, and for all of us who are philatelists and stamp collectors, Benjamin Franklin was the first Postmaster General of the United States of America. The third stamp in this series features Thomas Nelson Jr., Francis Lewis, and John Witherspoon. Thomas Nelson Jr. was a founding father, general in the Revolutionary War, a member of the Continental Congress. In addition to serving many terms in the Virginia General Assembly, he twice represented Virginia in the Congress, where he signed the Declaration of Independence in 1776. Fellow Virginia legislators elected him to serve as the Commonwealth's governor in 1781. Francis Lewis was an American merchant and a founding father of the United States of America. He signed the United States Declaration of Independence and the Articles of Confederation as a representative of New York in the Continental Congress. John Witherspoon was a Scottish-American Presbyterian minister, educator, farmer, and founding father of the United States. Witherspoon was a delegate from New Jersey to the Second Continental Congress and signed the Declaration of Independence in 1776. He was the only active clergyman and only college president to sign the Declaration. Later, he signed the Articles of Confederation and supported ratification of the Constitution of the United States. The fourth stamp features John Hancock and Charles Thompson. John Hancock served as president of the Second Continental Congress and was the first and third governor of the Commonwealth of Massachusetts. He's remembered for his large and stylish signature on the United States Declaration of Independence. He's remembered for that so much that in the United States, John Hancock or a Hancock has become a colloquialism for a person's signature. Many times you'll hear someone say, "Sign your John Hancock," and that just simply means sign your name. Charles Thompson was an Irish-born patriot leader in Philadelphia during the American Revolution and the secretary of the Continental Congress. As secretary, Thompson, a founding father of the United States, prepared the journals of the Continental Congress. He's also known for co-designing the Great Seal of the United States of America and adding the two Latin mottos. He's also known for his translation of the Bible's Old Testament. The fifth and final stamp features George Read, John Dickinson, and Edward Rutledge. George Read was a Continental Congressman from Delaware, a delegate to the United States Continental Convention of 1787, president of Delaware, and a member of the Federalist Party. In addition, Read served as U.S. Senator from Delaware and Chief Justice of Delaware. John Dickinson was an attorney and politician from Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. Dickinson was known as the penman of the Revolution. He penned 12 letters from a farmer in Pennsylvania, published individually in 1767 and 1768. He also wrote the Liberty Song in 1768. Edward Rutledge was an American founding father and politician who signed the Continental Association and was the youngest signatory of the Declaration of Independence. He later served as the 39th governor of the state of South Carolina. Well, I hope you have enjoyed this look at this souvenir sheet that was issued in 1976 for the bicentennial of the signing of the Declaration of Independence. I hope you've enjoyed these stamps, and I hope you enjoyed this video. If you have, don't forget to hit the like button, leave a positive comment, and if you haven't done so, hit that subscribe button as well as the bell icon so you can be notified when future episodes of Snail Mail with Smokey are available here on YouTube. Thank you so much for watching, and until I see you next time, have a great day. Bye-bye.